Hi everybody. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are okay. Happy New Year. Yes. It's 2026. If you're listening, you made it. You made it. 2025 was rough for me. I don't know about you guys. It was rough for me. Loved ones. I don't even know where to even begin. Talk about that 2025. It was very rough. Um, you know, People passed away. Financially, it was rough. So the agency that pays me, their website was hacked. Website was hacked in May, and so between May and December, I couldn't bill. I couldn't bill my cases, so it was insane. But through it all, I stayed positive. It was tough, guys. It was very tough. What 2025 taught me was that everybody needs multiple streams of income. That's what I learned from, that's what I got from 2025. Multiple streams or not, or extra streams of, let me not say multiple because then it sounds like, extra, one or two extra streams of income. That's what that year taught me. That's what I came away from 2025 thinking. So that's the one thing I want to try and do this year. But guys, the problem I have is I want to do something that brings in more money, but I don't want that thing to be something that's stressful. Therein lies the problem. I don't want that to be something that's stressful. So my job is already stressful enough mentally. So I don't want anything else that's going to add to my stress, my work stress. I don't want anything that requires me to read documents or go, I don't I want something nice and easy that brings in money. I'm not even greedy. I'm not even looking for plenty money. I'm just looking for consistent, regular, extra, tangible, additional income. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It has to be time. Obviously, it has to be something. It has to be something that makes a difference. So something tangible, something significant, and regular, so that if anything happens to my main source of income, I have something to fall back on. Guys, please, can you help me? Does anybody know what I can do to make extra money? What I can do legally? Actually, let me add legally. Do you know anything that's legal that I can do to bring in additional income? But the thing must not be stressful. I don't want stress. I don't want extra stress. Anything that's legal that I can do. Does anybody know? If you know, please let me know. The problem is I don't even have any skills. You know how people can braid hair or what else? Yeah, people have or can cook. People cater. People. I don't have those skills. That's where the problem lies. I don't have those skills. So what am I gonna do? If anybody knows, though, let me know. And don't tell me something that's capital intensive. You just heard me complain about money. So I cannot, don't tell me, buy property. Where's the money to buy the property? Don't tell me buy property, and because that's something that's come up. Buy property, go to, an auction, buy property, renovate it, and then sell it, flip it. Clearly, yeah, that's good. I know that. I know that. I know these things. But where is the money? And I don't want to be in significant debt. I don't want to have to borrow one huge sum of money. So, you see, that's the dilemma. I know that property is good. That's the one thing that, yes, you get your money. But then you need to get money. You need to have money now. You need to have lump sum to go and buy that property at auction to be able to. And then you need extra money to renovate the property that you've bought to then sell it and then make a profit. So you see, that one is heavy. I'm not there yet. I'm looking for something less capital intensive, but that can bring me a regular, tangible income. I know it sounds like this thing is an uphill. It's sounding a bit impossible, right? What I want is sounding a bit impossible, but you never know. I'm putting it out there, guys. If you know anything, let me know because it's important to to ask. If you don't ask, then you don't know. So yes, guys. So um Nazar Circus is now on YouTube. I am so excited. I am so excited. All the episodes are now on YouTube, so there's no excuse. No excuse. You cannot say I can't. I don't have Spotify. I don't have Amazon. Mm-mm. Now on YouTube. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Get your friends, get your family, get your colleagues, everybody, get them to subscribe. There is something for everybody. Something for everybody. When I started, if you're a new listener, you may not know, but when I started Nazar Circus, the whole point or the whole aim was to talk about issues that affect our people, right? Our communities. Those issues, our community, those issues that we don't talk about. People are uncomfortable talking about them, health issues, marriage, the children, life in the UK, those issues. And that's what I've been doing. This 2026, I'm going to just continue doing that. I am going to, of course, try and infuse fun because some people say, oh, some of your topics, oh, they're serious. But life is serious. I don't want to just have a podcast where I'm just talking about, things that people listen to and go away and they don't really get anything out of what they've listened to. Also, my if you're like me with a short attention span, I would need something that I'm listening to and I'm enjoying and I'm getting something out of it. It could even just be, it doesn't have to be anything big, but I've got to enjoy it. And if I can get something out of it, that's fine. So that's what I will continue to do this year. And I keep saying this. I thought that it would be easy to just once you set up a podcast, guests will just be, calling you, telling you, oh, please, I want to record. No, that hasn't been my experience. I've had to go and find my guests. Sometimes convince people that what they're about to share it's not going to kill them and that it will help people. So what I would like this year is for more of my people to share their stories. There's no point for me, if you have a story and you're not sharing it, you're keeping it to yourself. People are not learning. Nobody can learn from your story. Ignorance is not bliss in my book. People say it is, it's not. Ignorance is not bliss in my book. Knowledge is power. So, and then our people, my people, are very judgmental. Are very judgmental. That we have taboos, we have stigmas, and we have that because that's how we've been programmed to think. I feel like I know that the only way to destigmatize things or to break down these taboos and stop, try and um, reduce this judgment mentality is to just bring things in the open. Bring things in the open. Talk about these things, you know. I know people that have, they're going through something they don't share. You have a child that has special needs, you don't want to talk about it. You're having, serious issues or health issues. Keep it to yourself. Why? When people can learn from it. So I'm hoping that this year people are going to be more open and willing to share their stories. And also, there's also the option of recording anonymously. I know not everybody wants their business or feel, no, some people are not comfortable, with everybody knowing what's going on. So we can record anonymously. You don't have to say your name, but let's get this, let's keep the conversations happening. That's the only way we can destigmatize and learn from each other. There's no other way. And we can't let people tell our stories for us. If you've gone through something, talk about it. Me, I do my musings. I find my musings. Me personally, people may disagree. I love my musings because that's my own opportunity to get something off my chest. And once I finish, the musings have no beginning, they have no end. It's just something on my mind. I record, And once I'm done, I feel so much lighter because I've talked about it, and it's now out in the universe for people to dissect as they wish. Yeah. So let's have these conversations. Um, yeah. Another thing for me, so apart from extra income, extra streams of income, um, this when I looked back at last year, this year I decided to adapt the phrase, the popular Nigerian phrase or statement, uh, called called aura for aura, or the statement that people use when when they say, "Oh, I like that. I like that phrase. I like that aura for aura." Well, guys, if you're not Nigerian, you may not understand. But if you're, or you may be Nigerian, you haven't heard it before. But they tend to use it back home, especially when people are beefing, when they're having. People are fighting each other, so it's basically you give me, I give you, bass boost, bass boost. I love that phrase, but for me, I have amended it. I've tweaked it for myself, and I'm gonna use it. I've started using, adapting it, infusing it into my own life. Basically, the way that I'm using it is whatever we have together will be how you want it to be. So I've removed the control from myself. I've placed it on the other person. So it could be a colleague. If you're nice and civil, I will be the same to you. The only other way I've tweaked it is I'm not gonna necessarily give you back exactly what you've given me if it's negative. If it's negative, I won't give it back to you. I'll just ignore you. I'll just ignore you. But if it's positive, I will give you back in equal measure. And that's relationships, that's friendships, that's interacting with family members. If you check on me, I'll check on you. Or even if you don't check on me, if I know that we have a good rapport, I will check on you. But no more of me doing too much, because I think that breeds resentment. That breeds peace at all costs. They say is an invitation to war. There is that saying. I can't even remember who's saying. I've just borrowed. But peace at all costs is an invitation to war. So basically, when you're trying so hard, oh, let me fix it, let me make everything fine. Sometimes the result is the opposite. So aura for aura in 2026, but in a positive way. Yeah, that's how I've took my own positively. I don't do negativity, so no, we're not going to be beefing. But positively, yeah, be that friend you want to have. Yeah, you want to have a good friend, a kind friend. Be that person to other people. Be kind to people. Be kind to neighbors. Don't say awful things to people if you don't want people to do that to you. So all that stuff. How I want to. It's gonna take some time, but I constantly repeat that aura for aura to myself. That's what I want to. Um, that's how I want to move this year. Yeah, guys, do you have resolutions? Do you have do you have any resolutions this year? I don't. Um, I stopped doing resolutions. I stopped doing resolutions because the pressure is a lot. You have these resolutions, then you start them, then you don't continue, then you start feeling bad, you start feeling like you failed. So, not doing resolutions. I don't do resolutions anymore. But I understand people who do them and why. So, do you guys have resolutions? Do you have New Year resolutions? If you do, what are they? Can you share? If you don't, why don't you? I know many people. Weight is the number one popular one. Everybody wants to lose weight. Some achieve it, some do not. But yeah, guys, share. Let me know what you're doing, what you want to do this year, if you have any resolutions for yourself. Um, so this is not going to be a long one. It's just a quick introduction. Hello episode for 2026. The first proper episode will be posted next week. And guys, this is why you have to subscribe, because then you will know. You get notifications when new episodes are posted. Saves me trying to remind everybody as well. So yes, I have exciting things lined up, Again, as usual, Nazar Circus, nothing is out of off limits. I will talk about whatever topics I want to talk about. As long as they're helpful to people, we will dissect them. Yeah. So that's the plan. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just going to keep going as I've been going. This is year 3 of Nazar Circus. I'm so excited. I'm doing well. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy. It's been fun. It's been fun, but it hasn't been easy. Um, my main challenge being finding guests that are willing to share. But I've enjoyed this journey. Everybody has a story. I'm a firm believer in that. Everybody has a story. You don't have to be a celebrity to have a story. In fact, celebrities, I'm not really interested in their stories, to be honest, because some of them are not even real. Um, they don't come real. So yeah, everybody has a story. So if you have anything you want to talk about, please reach out to me. There's Nazar Circus. I'm on obviously now YouTube. You can comment. I didn't even know YouTube had that feature, so you can comment. You can let me know. If you want us to record anything, reach out to me. Uh, um, if you're on Spotify, you can comment. I don't know about Apple, but I need to check Apple Podcasts and Amazon. To be honest, I don't really check them very regularly, but Spotify and YouTube. I've seen a few comments already on YouTube. Yeah, let me know and I can reach out to you and we can record in person or we can do it remotely. Um, yeah, I prefer in person so I can see people because I like to laugh. But if you're not near me, we can record remotely. It's fine. But yeah, let's get conversations flowing. That's the only way. Let's get conversations flowing. Let's learn from each other. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. I don't write anything down because I just like to freestyle. Um, that's just how I'm wired, and that's how the episodes are recorded. Nothing is scripted or written down. Yeah, so if they sound all over the place, it's fine. I don't want the episodes to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't want them to be perfect. So yeah, that's me. That's my recording style. So, mhm. So guys, I think that's it really. Wherever you are, please be safe. Please be safe. That's all I can say. Please be safe. And yeah, listen out for the next for the next episode. That will be the first proper one for 2026, and then we go again. Okay, so until next time, guys. I'm leaving you with peace, love, happiness, joy, and everything good. Yeah. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.